Welcome students to class 11 English classes conducted by your English teacher Monica Kaur. Before I start with Hornbill, I would like to request you all to like and subscribe my channel. Chapter 3, Discovering Tut, the Saga continues, Part 2. Welcome back students to class 11 English classes, Part 2 of Hornbill, Chapter number 3, Discovering Tut, the Saga continues, written by A.R. Williams. Okay, so students, today we are going to do first of all the recapitulation of the chapter, the main basic points of the recapitulation of the chapter, as well as we are going to have another set of summary of the other paragraphs. Okay, so students, let's start it. Okay, so students, first of all, let's start with the main points. Now, we people have already studied that this is a chapter all about the mysteries and the theories regarding to a great ancient Egyptian pharaoh named King Tut, who died at a very early age, and his mysteries were being dug out by two very nice archaeologists, that was Howard Carter in 1922 and after him Zahi Hawas. Okay, not only this, through this investigation, students, we got to know about the various processes and the clues through this investigation, that it was about the life of the ancient Egypt, as well as the difficulties arises in the investigation, and with this difficulties we also get to know about the lifestyles, the beliefs and the religious background of ancient Egyptians. Okay, not only this, rarest pyramid decorations was also being told to us in this chapter. Beautiful walls of inside the pyramid, as well as the unique lifestyle of the pyramid was being told to us by these that archaeologists. Okay, then we have developed not only the deep earth inside mysteries, but also with that we have developed the many technological useful instruments in this investigation. Here we got to know that how archaeology is a very vast giving knowledge phase, as well as with the help of the digital aspects of the technology help us to know about many things. Okay, actually this story starts that King Tut died at a very early age, and on 5th January again his tomb was being dug out by Zahi Hawas and his team. But when they dig out, that the mummy was really in a very pathetic condition, because it was already being dug out by Howard Carter in 1922. And there Zahi Hawas told us that Howard Carter's that investigation was only the outcome of his curiosity, his excitement. That's it. That's why he forgot to preserve the greatest part of the mummy. And there, when they returned back mummy to his tomb, the mummy had lost its many parts, like cake breast, breastbone, cake chest, sorry, breastbone, as well as a rib cage. But now it was a difficulty for them, but they started with that difficulty. Not only this, in this we have studied about the background of King Tut. King Tut's grandfather, Amenhotep III, was a very great warrior, as well as a great king, who had made his era known as a golden era, where everyone was in peace and in prosperity. But King Tut's father was really a very selfish man. He only wanted to be worshipped by the kingdom people. So what he did, that he changed the symbol of worship from Amun, who was known as the god of air as well as sun, was being changed to the symbol of Aten. Aten is a sun disk, just a ball of fire which provide a lot of power to the human being. So here he got the power. As a power and as a servant of the god, he implemented his own that statues to be worshipped. Not only this, that he totally ruined the dynasty of his era. So that's why his era was known as a dark era. Not only this, a very strange man, means not even knew anyone like him, came and invaded. But that was, means he was not able to attack their dynasty, because by that time King Tut, who was just 9 year old, got the throne. Okay. Now after that, after means, but his that destiny was really very nice. But unfortunately, he died at a very early age. Now the difficulties of them started. It was started like this, that because many of the parts were not being there in that means that in the mummy of King Tut, so they had fabricated the part. Well, almost digital that images were taken. 1700 digital images were taken and through from all the angles to make a virtual that figure of King Tut. Zahi Hawas was really very means in attention, that how would they going to make it, because parts were not there, and would means that technology going to help them out. But they tried it and then they won it. Their investigation had actually made a virtual image of King Tut. Then they put back mummy inside the coffin and kept it there for rest. You know, students, that it was a belief of Egyptian that it's an after God blessings on the mummies. So they wanted Osiris, the after goddess, to look after King Tut's mummy, and they went back. Students, the story ends over here. But students, according to the next investigations, it was being told that King Tut died because of a severe arthritis. King Tut was suffering from arthritis since his childhood, or when he was born, because it was in his genes. His forefathers were also having that arthritis problem. Okay. Now, means one of the very surprising thing was there, what that King Tut died at 18 at the age of 18, and he was not at all married also. But when they dug out King Tut's tomb, they found a very small coffins over there, and unborn children were there. Two coffins were there. They were really very surprised. So here, one more technology helped them to get to know that who they were, and they got it, that it means they were none other than Tut's children. Through the DNA, they sorted out the mystery of that two small coffins. Okay. And they also found out the same disease in them, that was arthritis disease. So like this, when they got one substance, one element, so they actually hold that element and they walked on that path of that element, and there it helped them to learn that it was a severe arthritis that was the reason of his death. And because of his this reason only, he died. And how he died, he was a great lover of that horse riding. Because of that arthritis, he was not able to climb horse, so there was a cart. Okay, it was a carrioid, that where the horse had been put up. So he was driving that. Suddenly, he fall down and he broke his leg from the joint of knee, and that knee joint would not actually join. The gap had infection in it, and that infection that spread out in whole of his body, and that's how he died. And this was the things that was being told in the documentary of King Tut. Okay, I hope students you must have understood the that part of the story and the reality or the facts of the story also. So students, let's move forward. So here let's go on to the textual expressions. The first textual expression is funerary treasures. Funerary. Funerary means the last rites of dead. Okay. Treasures are very, very precious metals, stones, or diamonds. Okay. Now, treasures which were buried along with the pharaoh. Here, funerary treasures means that the great things, jewels which were being buried along with the pharaoh inside his pyramid, that is called funerary treasures. Okay. Next is airy. Airy details. Airy means what? Strange. Strange, weird image in great detail. The technology had provided us an airy details about King Tut. Okay. Next is vocabulary. Vocabulary's first word is wacky. Wacky means amusing, funny. Okay. My friend did an act of a great comedian, and that act was wacky. Okay. Next is adornments. Adornments means ornaments. It was the ritual of ancient Egyptians that if a royal pharaoh had died, so they would decorate whole of the pharaoh body with adornments. I hope you people have understood. Let's go on to the theme of the story. Theme means the central idea of the story. Okay, it's because this is a real story, so the theme would not be a kind of a moral or what else. The theme is this: what exactly author wants to give us. First thing the author wants to give us about this chapter is what? That discovery struggle of researchers, that both the researchers, both the archaeologists, Howard Carter or Zahi Hawas, they had to face many difficulties during the investigation period. Okay, and but with that difficulties, what they did, yes, to unveil the mystery of Tut's death. With that, they had taken the help of technologies like CT scan, forensic sciences, computer terminology, DNAs, what? To try to unveil the mystery of Tut's death. I hope students, you people have understood this part of the chapter. We people have concluded it. Please write down the assignments as well as textual expressions, theme and vocabulary in your copy. I will be back soon, students. By that time, see you. Bye-bye. These are the three questions from the summarized paragraphs as an assignment. Do it in your copy, and please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel.